Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Gaming to the Max and the start of a brand new series in Hearts of Iron 4, the Old World Blues mod. The Old World Blues mod is a complete overhaul of the game to take place in the Fallout universe. And today we will be playing in Texas. We'll load in all of the unique factions that you can play as. This mod is huge, by the way. There's so many different things that you can play as or play with, and for this playthrough in this series, we'll be playing as the Lone Star State under Cho Bang. He's a captivated speaker, an economic know-how, a radical reformer, and a stout defender. Um, it says Chobang of the Lone Star is no stranger to the waste of Texas. Having grown up on the outskirts of Abilene, Chobang was quick to learn the ways of trade and life along the I-20. Joining his parents in caravans heading all across Texas and beyond. Such practical experience gave the young man a reputation as a hard but fair dealer and trader, able to come to mutually beneficial agreements and earn the respect of his fellow man. When the people of Lone Star had to choose who would represent them when dealing with the Brotherhood of Dallas and the Mutants of Austin, Chobang's name was mentioned by most of the city. Armed with his trusted lever action and decades of negotiating experience, Chobang will make sure the Lone Star gets its fair share of the deal that is the Texas Unification. So we start out with control of the I-20, division speed plus 5%, research plus 5%, trade income plus 20%, and military construction speed plus 5%. We have fatigued lawmen, which gives us negative 5% political power gain, negative 10% division attack, negative 40% daily command power gain multiplier, and we cannot call allies into war, and we cannot join allies. We also have the hand gang resurgence, resource efficiency negative 10%, weekly manpower negative 4, and encryption negative 10%. While the hand gang has long since been crushed, their members spread across our lands and beyond. We dismiss splinters as harmless, and it seems recently these splinters have gained some form of centralized coordination. Emboldened, they have begun attacking our outposts and settlements. The situation threatens to get out of hand and fast. Alright, so we'll select the country. This is what the map looks like. As you can see, they have the New California Republic, made famous in Fallout New Vegas, Caesar's Legion. There's New Vegas right there. You have Arroyo from the original Fallout, sorry. And I mean, this is all just Fallout lore. It has so much that it's added. They will be continuing adding to the mod, especially over here in DC and the Appalachians, which was Fallout 3 was DC and the surrounding area, and Appalachia is Fallout 76. But we're down here in Texas. We have the Lone Star, the Texan Brotherhood, and the Unity of Austin. They're all a part of a faction. And we do get Brotherhood advisors, plus 0.05 daily army experience gain, land doctrine research plus 10%, and soft equipment plus 5% soft attack. So we will start up. So I hope you guys do enjoy this series. Once we're done with this series, we have a bunch of more series planned out. But this was one that I really wanted to play. And our end goal and our end mission is to reform Texas and finish out the Texas tree. So once we get in here, I can kind of show you this. It's a lot different than regular Fallout, or regular Fallout, but a lot different than regular Hoi 4. And it adds so much lore to everything. I mean, there's just so much to learn. And there's a couple other countries here in the Old World Blues that I'd like to play around with and play on the channel, but this tells you our time and everything is shown by like a Pip-Boy screen almost. So we'll close that up. We do start out with 11 divisions. We have some garrison troops. Not that great. They're just 4 infantry.
Hey,
Then we have one um, motorized group, our special forces template, and our regular infantry template, which is just a 5 combat, or a 5 infantry there. So, all right. So with that, we'll go to research. The research is a whole lot different. So you kind of have like tiers in your industry. Your engineering's a little bit different. You got to remember that the world is like back almost not it's very far back technologically wise where the nuclear bombs went off. Of course, they have a lot of technology you can find. So we'll do combat language, Ohm's law, go over and do woodworking, and we will do work as needed. Alright, now our civilian factories, we'll build a couple more of them. And then our national focus is thank God for the Air Force. Originally bases for weapons of mass destruction, the 12 missile base dotted around Abilene turned into safe havens from these very same weapons. We had prioritized what we let into them, however. Gets event silos of the 578th. 7-day focus. I'll put all of you in one army under a field marshal. Our field marshal will be Colonel Lane Ward. And our general will be Major Mason Oliver. We will come over here and turn off auto holotapes. That just plays like the intros to the Fallouts. This does have a currency in the game. I have as bottle caps, and you do have trade nodes. So like here in Lone Star, if you click here, it shows trade nodes, and you can upgrade your nodes to make more money, and you can have routes that you can like travel to get more money. So we're gonna send one to Gloria, which is down here in the Republic of the Rio Grande. That'll give us plus 15. And we will do one to the TAA, the Texas Arms Association. So we got 2 routes there. Give us a little bit more money. They also have I haven't played this mod since the newest updates and everything, so I have no idea about the international market and everything. So it seems like it is in here. And then we are part of the Texas Economic Union, which is the Unity of Austin, which are super mutants under Keats. The Brotherhood, or the Texan Brotherhood, under Edward J. Rusk. Kind of looks like John Wayne almost. And then so we're people, which is like democracy. Then you have ruler, which is non-aligned. And then you have, I think you're people as well, Keats is. But you have intellectuals, which is the other intellectuals and elites. So you have 4 still. Alright, with that, this kind of shows you we have military policies. You have mercenary primacy, outsider auxiliaries, no undesirables, recruit all mutants, proficient mercenaries, mercenary training instructors. This all changes throughout the, you can change these throughout the game. So let's start it off 4 speed, and let's get to this 7-day focus done. Thank God for the Air Force. Let's say thank you. I've already played 4.0. Alright, thank God. During the height of the Cold War, the dusty plains around Abilene housed 12 missile silos belonging to the 578th Strategic Missile Squadron. Whilst the missiles were decommissioned long before the turn of the 21st century, the missile silos that they resided in remained Air Force property up until the outbreak of the Great War. As missiles started flying, the most senior local commander, Colonel Kerry Owens, had a tough decision to make. He had 12 silos built to survive nuclear detonations and the harsh fallout that would follow them, but far too many important things to put in them. Her men had bunkers, but the local National Guard units did not. Saving fighting men would surely help after the apocalypse, or Owens could prioritize moving precious resources into the silos, resources that would be invaluable in the future, or I think it's a she, allow all citizens who could have made it to the make it to the shelters in the bunker. It was her duty not to save American lives. With little hesitation, Owen made it. You can make the National Guard priority. It gives you 500 units of American infantry equipment and 300 units of American support equipment. You can add 6 technology, and I think that's what technology is. Circuitry and advanced components. My apologies. Or we can prioritize citizens, or protecting citizens was our first Call of Duty. Yeah, 750 isn't going to make a whole lot of difference. No, I agree with that one much more, but we're going to say the National Guard took priority, and not because I'm in the National Guard, but the infantry equipment will be nice. It'll be a little bit better than the revolvers we have. Yeah, turbo plasma lasers. Soft attack 18 compared to 4, so... Rebuilding our star, another 7-day. The years that followed the Great War brought much hardship to those that survived. Despite this all, they managed to begin restoring Abilene, making it the shining star among the wastes. We should get those turbo lasers out to our units.
Hello.
Yeah. Not all of them, but... we can train some patrolmen. Get out of there. What survived the apocalypse? While spared a direct hit, Abilene suffered 2 glancing blows from missiles striking to the north and southeast of the city. Most buildings were flattened by the shockwave, but more resilient structures in the Diaz Air Force Base and city center remained standing. The survivors of the blast emerged from the missile silos surrounding the city, found themselves greeted with a dead city. They needed a goal and fast. At least their despair overtook them. Colonel Owens once again took the helm, making a tough decision to prioritize one project above all others. The following years would be harsh, and many of those that survived in the missile silos around Abilene would perish from malnutrition, illness, or radiation poisoning, including Colonel Owens herself. Despite the overwhelming hardship, the principal project Owens pushed for was completed, and transformed Abilene into the shining star of hope across the nuclear wasteland that Texas had become. And indeed, it became Lone Star. The project was showing access to safe food and water for all citizens, gives us 12 water and 6 electricity, significantly rebuilding Diaz Air Force Base, providing a safe haven for all, gives us an Air Force Base, an arms workshop, and 2 bunkers, or clearing the I-20, allowing all to reach Lone Star. Let me check and see what our infrastructure looks like. 555. That gives us 1 to all of these territories. What's my trade look like? We don't have a lot of water, nor energy. So that would be nice. The arms base would be nice. And the infrastructure would give us not as much, but it would change. I feel like if I was the colonel at the time, I would ensure access to the safe food. And we are going to need water and electricity, because I think, yeah, water is a key component for everything we're building right now. So we will take that added bonus. All right, Shell's Army's musters. The I-10 and the I-20 once both thrived with trade from the west, destined for Dallas and Austin. Now that Shell's mutants have all but blocked the I-10, the I-20 booms. Mutants block the I-10. This is the Shell's army right here, so... got paid our bottle cap, so we're making 12. We're making, I guess it was around about 62,000 caps each time it goes off. So there's 59.2. Shell's armies mustered. Before the wars, there were 2 great roads into Texas from the southwest, the I-10 and the I-20. Even after the Great War, the 2 roads remained relatively undamaged, leading to a significant flow of trade and people from the west to Austin along the I-10 and to Dallas along the I-20. As a result, settlements along the 2 roads began to find their feet again, gradually expanding and rebuilding. That was until the mutants arrived. Led by the charismatic but twisted Shell, they made their home along the I-10. Shell's hostility to humans ensuring no trade convoys could travel the I-10 until they had moved on. As a result, the I-20 became the only safe and reliable road into both Austin and Dallas. Thanks to that, Lone Star boomed. Our industry expanded to provide for the traders. We get one civilian workshop, one infrastructure. Trade along the Colorado needed protection too. Gives us naval dockyards. And the market in our city grew bigger than ever. That increases the development here in the node, which we can already promote it. So it'll make it a level 5. But I think in Lone Star, which is the main area, one civilian workshop and one infrastructure is fine. So we'll take that. And then the formation of the Texan Economic Union. We can up our construction speed. We've got 10 factories on that. All right, organization requests increase production capacity. Build more military factories. They want us to have 5. We're at 4. You do have these quests sometimes, and you pretty much ask. You got these different factions. The over here, organization marketplace. You have the gun runners. They sell guns. The chop shop sells vehicles. The Van Grife sells laser weapons. Butcher Pete sells explosives and hand weapons, so like melee tools. And then the Van Mavens, they sell the elite stuff like the energy weapons, Tesla cannons. So then you have to have a certain amount of opinion from all of them for you to be able to buy stuff from them. So like I'd have to sell some of my pistols, some of my revolvers to the gun runners, and that would increase their opinion of me, and then I can buy better weapons from them. And so now they're saying, hey, build another military factory and you'll gain organization favor. So, or opinion. We're going to do that, and then we'll just go to construction, build it in the Lone Star, and we'll move it all the way up. You'll have so many days to complete it. 179. And you get all organizations' opinions by plus 20, and you get 100,000 bottle caps. Economic growth in Lone Star, trade and commerce has expanded. There are ministers for this. No, excellent. So we're now up to level 5. We'll continue on. And see, this is the relations. Like, you can spend caps, and you can get, like, better construction speed and stuff like that. Alright, friendship across Texas. While Lone Star is without doubt an economic powerhouse, military affairs have never been our strong suit. For the most part, we rely on a paramilitary group and mercenary companies. To our southeast lies the Texans' Brotherhood of Steel, who are quite the opposite. The Brotherhood has a strong military and advanced tactics, but struggles with a sluggish economy. The solution, therefore, seemed fairly natural: the unification of both nations under one economic treaty. Under the original agreement, a 10-year union would cover trade and industrial relations, with Lone Star providing technical know-how to the Brotherhood and the Brotherhood providing military expertise to Lone Star in return. The agreement was ratified by both sides on the turn of the new year in 2265, coming into effect on this day 10 years ago. While the original agreement was time-limited, there's little doubt an extension would be signed once the success of the agreement became clear. A permanent extension was put before our assembly last week. The extension passed unanimously. The extension passed conditional on greater military advice, or the extension passed but closer than many would have wished. We will do the extension passed unanimously for more stability and for more political power. You can also take business favors up here. It's an option. You get a 1 in 4 chance of either having a request loan, request lower tariffs, bolster production, or a scavenging mission. And that's, again, from those organizations. So we can expand our military complexes, strength in unity, which helps the Texan Economic Brotherhood modifiers, or we can hire additional mercenary companies. So I think we're going to expand our military complexes. It's a 60-day focus, so we don't have to sit there and wait for them as much. It's not little 7-day focuses. I will move up to a lifetime pension. It's only 50 political power. All that does is give us better army experience gain, more division experience gain, more max training, and more special forces capacity multiplier. It does make the caps expensive plus 35% for our military, but we make plenty of money in our trade node, and I think that'll only bring it up a very slight amount. So we already make 76. Let's see, we make well, we gained 59, I guess. So not horrible again.
Hello.
Let's see. Deadline declared war. So for our special forces, we have to have this special forces equipment, which is just a scout kit, research combat language, and I will make me another I-20 patrolman. We will need more special forces equipment. So come into here, and we will do warrior training, division training time -5%, and frontline platoons reliability plus 1%. All right. Let me see. International market. I wonder who I have access to buying from their market. Nobody, by the looks of it. I wonder if that's been implemented yet. And we will need the basic caravan equipment. That is pretty much what trains are in the regular game. The Blue Rose Society getting wiped out by Lanius's cohorts. Alright. Exploration for technology. The head of Butcher's Pete has asked us to sponsor a scavenging party into a ruined research facility nearby. They think there's a large trove of old world equipment that could allow them to develop new processes and maintain an edge on the market. In return for sponsorship, they will share the knowledge gained with us. Though there is a chance our party is deterred or worse by faculty defenses, our current equipment should be up to the challenge. Find a leader for the party. We gain 30 opinion to Butcher Pete. We lose 250 manpower, 250 infantry equipment, and we'll lose 50,000 bottle caps. I'm going to say no. I don't buy from Butcher Pete very often. Just not one of the organizations I buy from. And you have two chances. You have a 52% chance to get Treasure's Trove, or a 47% chance to get Pandora's Box. And Pandora's Box kills all your troops. So we will continue on. The Texas Brotherhood has got done with their 7 days, and now they're going to establishing listening posts, and Austin is doing. They've done their 2. Now they're doing fulfilling our campaign promises and investing into mutant sterility research. Oh, why super mutants are sterile. Interesting. Probably because you were genetically forced to evolve into something. Then we'll do improvised tools. Gives us production efficiency cap, production efficiency growth, and dockyard output. They do have power armor in the game. I don't have it researched, but I'll just come over here into infantry. They do have power armor frames. Goes all the way up. Then you have like unique special things, like super mutants can get super mutant behemoths. There's a cockroach. There's rad roaches, moles. Hermes armor, which is the Enclave. So you got all these different type Vault-Tec armor. Those are for specific factions. Can't remember which one's the Rad Roach one. I know it's somewhere. There is one that... Oh, it's right here. The Roach King. Rad Roaches. He can create Rad Roaches. And that's what his army is considered. A massacre outside of Lee Town, which is right here. More than the hand gang. Our garrison at Lee Town was awakened early this morning by an exhausted, blood-soaked caravan guard collapsing at their steps in the early hours. On the verge of collapsing, he managed to say a few words to our garrison commander, Captain Rose Edmond. Ambush, road, massacre. A pause. Hand gang. Edmund shook her head in disbelief. The hand gang? Surely not. They had been mostly wiped out by the lawmen and the Brotherhood Special Forces long ago, and the survivors weren't capable of an ambush, much less a massacre. Dutifully, however, Edmund gathered up her men and marched up to the I-20. The early reports from her scouts were bad, but nothing could prepare her for the sight they were greeted by when they approached the river. The only movement among the bodies was a red banner fluttering. We get negative 10% stability. Lone Star removes 1 infrastructure, and Lone Star removes production of 6 metal and replaces a hand gang resurgence with a warlord rises. Effect change negative 5% resource gain, more weekly manpower loss, less encryption, and military factory construction speed negative 5. Or the caravan was still just about fighting back. We lose 170 manpower. We lose less stability. And we do not lose the infrastructure. We still lose 4 metal in Lone Star, and we still get a Warlord Rising. I'm going to choose that one. Sacrifice the manpower for saving stability and infrastructure. And I will do a scavenging program. And that lets us scavenge for technologies and other equipment in the wasteland. Alright, so we got our military complexes expanded. We'll do strength and unity, gain 100 political power, and modifiers increased by 0.03 for ourselves and our partners. So make the Texas Economic Brotherhood stronger. Let's have you guys building more tribal kits. And actually, let's just focus solely on tribal kits. Okay. And then I think we still have to, yeah, we have to build more factories. I know it says we have 7, but that's because we got them through a... Oh, no, it's completed. Our military construction speed's up to plus 20% for the next few days. So maybe we should use that to the fullest advantage we have. Reclamation Army Depot declared war on the Flawed Parish. Free Folk declared war on the Fusang and the Navarro territories. Let me see. Current wars. This one. You guys. Where are you all at? Oh, you don't have a, you have a standard focus tree. I just wanted to see where you were at up here. The Flawed Parish and the Reclamation Army Depot. Sons of America. Alright. So, we do have modified government. We can get a chief of the army, which can be Cho Bang. We can get a research advisor, gives us military research, military high command, rapid responser. We do economic advisors, so we can get union franchiser, expedition leader, or a sly merchant. Expedition leader gives us resource out or factory output, resource gain efficiency, and infrastructure construction speed. Or we can get union financer, which is production efficiency, retention, and cap. Then we have a cultural advisor. We got Texan pride, recruitable population, more war support, self-sustained statement. We get agricultural, research speed, less consumer goods, and more monthly population. We got heads in the clouds, which gives us less stability but more air technology. Or we got economic powerhouse, more stability, more political power gain, and more production efficiency growth. I think I'm going to go with the consumer goods and monthly population. Monthly population helps with manpower. And the agricultural goods are here in industry, and this is the tree. It gives us more population, more manpower, and more monthly population. We'll do resource production, gives us more resource gain efficiency and energy cells. Energy cells is fuel. That's what took the place of oil. About done with woodworking and work as needed. We got 1.6 years. We will do work camps, gain resource gain efficiency plus 12%, foundry construction speed, purification station, power station, and fabrication laboratory, all construction speed up. And then we will also do tribal huts, military to civilian conversion cost -5%, civilian to military conversion cost -5%, factory bomb vulnerability -5%, and we get more energy cell capacity and less nomadicity with our population. Means our population will settle down. The Washington Brotherhood was victorious. We can do military sign-on bonuses for 150,000 caps. Gives us more weekly manpower, or we can invest 200,000 to stimulate the node, but we've already see it needing to be promoted again, so we'll go to a level 6 trade node. Economic growth, excellent. If I sell, say, 100 of these revolvers, is anybody gonna buy them? It says all countries. Well, we'll see if someone buys them or not. That'll tell me if that works or not. But you have 260,000 bottle caps. The Rogue Rangers declared war on the Guardians, and the 215th declared war on the Sons of Kaga. A lot of wars going on. Shell's army is about to defeat Carbon. Alright, crisis on the Colorado. For the second time this season, the Lee Town garrison has been woken up in the early hours by blood-soaked messengers at their perimeter. While she hoped the day would never come, Captain Edmund is no fool and had been making preparations for another massive engagement with a hostile voice, and so sprung into action. I think that's supposed to be host. This time, however, the attack had not come a caravan on the I-20, but instead a large convoy flowing the Colorado southeast to Austin. Edmund's troops marched as fast as they could to reach the battle site, but by the time her garrison arrived, the attacking force was long gone. Instead, all that was left was burnt-out caravan and canoes with hundreds of bodies littering the ground. This was a tragedy of even greater proportion than the last attack. These attackers were efficient, merciless, and were able to strike across a large area. Something sinister must be at work, and for this kind of attack is far beyond the hand gang. Double our river patrols, which makes us lose 80 convoys, and then replaces a warlord rising with a foreign attack. The next attack will surely come on the I-20, gives us 120 less manpower, or our settlements could be next, expand the garrison. So we'll lose 300 manpower, gain stability, and lose 80 convoys. Our settlements could be next, expand the garrisons. So now we're on a warlord rising, which is right here, or a foreign attack. So we get negative 5% division speed, negative 20% resource gain efficiency, minus 16 weekly manpower, negative 20% encryption, and negative 10% military factory speed, construction speed. Strength and unity, we're done with that. And then we'll do hire additional mercenary companies, 2 divisions of mercenaries, fitting our mixed mercenary force template. Will report for duty in Lone Star, and we'll get 800 units of 44 revolvers. Sounds good to me. We can get another. We can get an economic advisor, or maybe a military. Let's do this. Planning speed and organization loss. Minus 10. Oh, no. Let's do this. More stability, more political power gain, and more production efficiency growth. Continue on. See how long we got for these 2 units. Shouldn't be much longer. We're about to get all the tribal kits we need. When chems are legalized, we might ban chems. Yeah, we most definitely will ban chems later on. So we get back to 70 political power. Where were they at? Oh, the Flawed Parish did beat the Reclamation Army Depot. The Chain Choir declared war on the last patrol. The last patrol is National Guard ghouls. And the Chain Choir is like this really weird FEV subject. It's odd. Production efficiency gain. And then you can build, like, the foundries build metal, the purification gives water, and the power stations give fuel, or give energy cells. So we do have research for our land doctrines. It's not done by Army experience, like the regular Hoi 4 now. So you have automated, which is for robots. You have refined, which is like the old world tactics. You have conventional, which is just for pretty much making your soldiers with... I'm sorry. Refined is for power armor. Conventionals for just regular infantry. Asymmetric is for like guerrilla warfare. This is the mass assault doctrine. And then outsider warfare is for super mutants. So we'll go with conventional warfare for ours, because we mostly only have infantry. Where, well, the Brotherhood of Steel has quite a few power armor divisions. I would expect them to take the old world ways of doing it. So can't get better vehicles. The refined warfare. Can't do anything in here. Let's see. Can't do anything there. We can do crowd control. Not really worried about that. Support. Can't research anything in here. Air. We can start researching gliders. Gliders is the first plane that you can build. We're about done with our scavenging program. And I don't think anybody is on the international market, so. Alright, the Reclamation Authority. Then we can say scavenge with vehicles. You have to use 50 infantry equipment, 50 manpower, and 10 motorized, and 5,000 bottle caps. And then you have the chance of them finding stuff out in the wasteland. Last read about. A lot of wars going on.
Sir.
I'm going to put my troops right there on the capital. The free folk were annexed. We're going to change this to Chem's Band. Gives us more monthly population and more stability. Gives us less recruitable population, but that's okay. So now it's the Fusang, which are puppets of the Shi, or the Navarro territories that are puppets of the New California Republic. Let's see, can't do that. I guess we can do encryption. We got some more money there. We're at 283,000. We make 100,000 each time. We're about to get done with hired additional mercenary companies. Lanius cohort declared war on the Archdiocese of Santa Fe. I said that wrong.
Hello?
Those are the two more. Oh, those are my two patrolmen that I hired. Alright, Legionaries in Lone Star. While our leadership in Lone Star has naturally been aware of the disturbance attack around Leetown over the past 4 months, nobody could have been prepared for the news the lawmen brought Chow Bang today. According to their men on the streets of Lone Star, 2 Legionaries were spotted walking into an alley in one of the poorer districts of the city. While unconfirmed by more than a handful of witnesses, Legionaries haven't been seen around Lone Star since the Legion scavenging mission to the area more than a decade ago. Even during the expedition, the group stayed far away from the city, making this sighting even more bizarre. If it weren't for the attacks around Leetown over the past months, we'd be able to discount this report with ease. However, the more we think about it, the more it seems to make sense. The coordination of the attacks, the brutality, the expertise. If Legionaries are at play, the risk is far greater than any of us could have imagined. Find these Legionaries now. Find the Legionaries will reduce a revolt's generals, but some houses will be damaged in the process. Removes 1 civilian workshop in Lone Star. Replaces foreign attack with Legionaries pulling the string. We can assign units to protect industries everywhere. That says posting units to our factories will reduce the effect of sabotage in the event of a revolt and stabilize the situation, but it'll have costs. Gain 10% stability. And lawmen must be hallucinating surely. So we can do reduce a revolt's generals, but some houses will be damaged. I think this one. Assign units to protect our industry. It says it'll have cost, but we will gain stability. So there's that. Now we're at 70 stability. We should get these additional mercenary companies in 3 days. That's what Legionaries pulling the string is doing. Alright, we got the additional mercenary companies. We can recall the Lubbock expedition. Cancels our guarantee to Lubbock, and we create 3 Lone Star units in Lone Star. We get a skilled general and composed of 3 experienced infantry divisions. Or we can get infantry weaponry and land doctrine. I think we'll recall the Lubbock expedition. Just because I don't know, pretty sure the Legionaries or somebody's gonna get attacked here soon. Fallen Creed. Assassin Cities is now a puppet of the Texas Brotherhood, and so is the Tube Heads. Assassin City also has a unique item. They get rollerblades. See, they have roller girls in Assassin City. They're on rollerblades. Now they're doing their focus for the Carthaginians there. We researched our gliders. We'll do let's see, we'll do payload gliders, and we will do basic smelters for foundries. We can restore, let's see down here, restore the air base, the DS Air Force Base. Costs 200 manpower, 200,000 bottle caps, 4 civilian factories, but we get 2 air bases and 1 anti-air in Lone Star. Well, since we don't have any air bases, we'll do that. Takes 180 days. Now we're down to 83. We do have a lot of guns. Yeah. We can start making gliders. They're really not that great. So we'll wait. We'll wait till you get something better. We'll have to wait 180 days anyway. We might make one more rapid response force. Let's see. We've got 46 more days, or 36 more days. The Ripruder territory declared war on the Ruby Valley Refuge. Shale declared war on Laos. So you got Laos here. You got Shale. Church of the Lost. I don't think they have. The Texan Brotherhood declared war on the Carthaginian gang. I cannot join because of the fatigued lawmen. They should be able to win this though. The 80s declared war on the Ruby Valley Refuge. Contact lost for our scavengers. We can just send out a rescue team. We found the expedition. Bloodied and alive, but they seem to have even found some loot to justify it. So, thank goodness. We'll send out some manual guys so they can walk around looking for something. We go up to battle-hardened soldiers. We won't do that. Let's do Paladin Hancock. Gives us division speed and division defense on core territories. The Carthaginian gang is starting to lose. Let's do secret language encryption. Our bros declared war on the dry blowers. We can create an intelligence agency. I don't think we will just yet. Sorry, Lubbock. We gotta take our troops back. Shell's army took Laos. Yeah, put the kibosh on Laos. Alright, fighting on the streets of Lone Star. No matter what we all hoped, we all knew deep down this day would come. Start in the northern outskirts of Lone Star. Skirmishers have started breaking out across the city between lawmen and hand warband. Insurgents at first limited in scope and strength. Even more clashes are sparking. It's become clear the lawmen alone are ill prepared to deal with the insurgencies. While the attacks are nowhere near total war, the possibility to involve into it and fast. Based on the current situation, fighting will probably reach the central districts within 2 to 3 days. We need to take action to prevent this, or God help us all. Divert all units. The uprising must be crushed. This will spread, defend our settlements, or empower the lawmen to deal with the crisis. So we'll lose 10 stability anyway. We'll divert units to minor settlements to reduce enemy divisions spawning around our settlements. Posting extra units to Lone Star will reduce the number of enemy units that spawn around Lone Star. Or empowering the lawmen will increase the number of lawmen divisions spawned on the outbreak of civil war. Replace fatigued lawmen with empowered lawmen. We lose 10% power gain, or political power gain. We gain 5% division attack, and we gain daily command power plus 20%. Our fatigued lawmen, so that'd put us at negative 15% political power gain. So we'll reduce them around our smaller settlements, or we can spawn more units on the outbreak of civil war. Let's defend all of our settlements. We should have enough units if Civil War outbreaks. We might switch out Major Mason Oliver for... Whoa, pause. The Star in the Hand. Battle rages along the I-20 as war is broken out in the heart of Texas once again. Raiders and brigands under the banner of the Hand Warband have launched the attempt to seize the lands belonging to the Lone Star Trading Republic. So far, fighting has been reported both along the I-20 and around the city of Lone Star itself. It's not clear who holds the advantage. So whatever the outcome, Texas will be affected dramatically. Alright, the uprise spreads. We'd hoped the bulk of the Warhand forces were being used in the assault on Lone Star, but that appears far from the case. In the far north and far south of our territory, we've received reports of local garrisons being besieged by invading warbands. If Leetown and Haskell have not yet fallen, they will soon, especially Haskell to the north, where it appears a Legion division has joined the attack on the local garrison. Even graver news comes from the north of Lone Star itself, with fresh enemy divisions have been sighted preparing an all-out attack on our capital. In response to the threat, the lawmen have mobilized themselves to military-style divisions, and all mercenary divisions have been put on full alert. Seems we have a fight on our hand, pals. We better give it our all. So we can send word to the Brotherhood that we need help. We'll remove Legionaries pulling the strings, and the Texas Brotherhood gets the breaking point, or we can say, true to Caesar, and we will switch nations and play as the Legion-aligned Hand Warband. Nope, we're going to stick as the Lone Star State. So send word to the Brotherhood. War has been declared. See, we got 2 lawman divisions.
Hey.
Alright, so first and foremost, we'll delete that. Give me my rapid response force here with you guys.
Hey.
Take all my special forces down here. And then, are you better at defending?
Hey.
Yes. Take the rest of you 9 divisions and go there. We got 1 more day and we'll get 3 more units. Alright. We got those units recalled. On the Lubbock expedition. And we should have a better general. Captain Aaron Saunders. He's got Pain Train, which is heavy special forces attack, and Awareness, which is more reconnaissance. He's a little bit better. He's not as good of an attack guy, though. So, but we will. No, we shouldn't have done that. Take 15 days. What about you? Take 15 days. Whoops. Alright, we can do replace mercenary primacy with mercenary front lines, or we can authorize emergency economic power, or we can research. We'll just do the research. Actually, this is what I was thinking about. There we go.
Sir. Sir.
Marching to Leetown.
Sir. Hello.
Destroy this 1 unit sitting here. Do barrage balloons. Work on our navy a little bit, even though we don't really need to.
Sir.
Them guys attack here. Nope. Keep attacking. Full out attack. Attack.
Hey.
Attack. Take Leewood back. Knock out these 1 guys here. Breckenridge. Just have you defend. We are low on manpower. Unity of Austin has taken one state from the Crushers. I realized they were even at war. The Carthaginians are losing pretty extensively. We got 2 good encirclements.
Sir.
Don't worry about that. About to knock out these 1 fighters there. Should take Lee Town back.
Hey.
All of you just destroy him. Or those 2 units, yeah. Pop. And pop. Alright, perfect. So we will take
Hey.
you gentlemen here. And we'll take
Sir.
you 4 special forces.
Sir.
To there. And these guys should be 2 days from now and they'll get en route, so. Then we will begin our advance against Haskell. Alright, that's them being popped. New Reno and the Den have signed a white piece. That's basic smelters. We'll do basic water pumps. Let's see. Seize on patriotism. Lose war support for stability. Nah. Alright, other than that, let's see. We can upgrade you a little bit. Let's do infantry attack. We can do cunning desert fox, which gives us more attack and defense in the desert. Alright. Push. Push.
Hello. You're mine.
That was kind of the idea. We'll take these 3 from the Lubeck Expeditionary Forces. We'll just...
Had enough?
No, sorry, take you, head to...
Hello.
You.
Hey.
Just march right in.
Sir.
Ha-ha. That should be the warband over. No, just keep going this way.
Sir.
Alright, that's it. We got 684 revolvers from them, 215 support equipment, and then some of our Winchester plasma rifles back. Alright. Let's see. Air. Vehicles, no. Support, no. We'll do crowd gear then. That is the enforcers are like cavalry that's good at holding down for resistance. So
Hello.
the Civil War is over.
Hey.
Fall back line, and then we will do victory of the greater good. These are like the different pre-war designs, the different like pre-war companies that you can find when you're out scavenging. Chop shop requests lower tariffs. If we do, we lose 15% of our trade tariffs, but only for 5 change for the chop shop, so we just say we can't afford it. Not gonna probably buy a lot from the chop shop. The gun runners, we might sell some of our basic weaponry to. It gives us 8. I'm not gonna sell any of my weaponry to the Vancouvers though. We're getting there. Let's see, we can change the government again. Let's do factory output, resource gain, and infrastructure. Let's do him. The Carthaginians seem to be on their last leg here. The Texas Brotherhood, the Assassin City, and the Two Beds. The Texan Brotherhood has split in half by the looks of it, so you now have the Texan Brotherhood, and you have the Alamo chapter under Catherine Torney. They split up due to not economic, but social differences. So technically, the Brotherhood of Steel was never meant to be a driving force for good or to help anybody. The Brotherhood of Steel's entire mission when they first were created was to take technology from the wasteland that they had deemed unsafe for humans, and they were going to be the guardians of technology. And so you see, like, that's most of the time their mission is to just collect technology from the old world and from before the bombs went off, and they keep it and they say, all right, well, you guys can't have it, but we're going to keep all this technology because they don't trust regular people with it. As you can see, the world is now a nuclear wasteland because normal people had well, the government had that power, so they're pretty much the guardians of technology. Well, in Fallout 3, you see it a little bit different. They over here in DC did help like attack. I think it was the Enclave at the end, and then like in Fallout 76, the Brotherhood of Steel does help. The Appalachian Brotherhood does help before they were destroyed. You could like hire them to go and just defeat like strange monsters and stuff like that. So there are different variations of the Brotherhood. The Alamo chapter declared war on the Pursuant Lodge, and so this is pretty much what's happened. So Butcher Pete's now asking for it. I'm gonna say no again. The Alamo chapter is much closely aligned with the original Brotherhood's ideas and missions. That's why they're intellectuals. They're pretty much saying, hey, listen, well, we're going to collect the technology, but we will not be, we won't help anybody. The Texan Brotherhood under Edward J. Rusk, he's pretty much like, hey, we're here and we have the ability to help, and we have the ability to shape and form a better Texas. Why won't we? So there's the differences between the two, and that's why they split right there. Finish this up. And then we will get our little 7-day focus, the Victor of the Greater Good. Gets the old order triumphs. Yeah, the Carthaginians they're about gone. Scavengers found something. Poseidon energy schematics. And see, now we can get energy fuel, energy cell gain per energy cell gain from generators, from power stations. So these do offer quite a bit of really good technology. Or not technology, but buffs and bonuses. So 2 more days. Alright, there we go. With the last pockets of the hand warband being eliminated as we speak, it seems all but certain that we have survived the insurgency of the warband and their Legion allies. Fortunately, Legion involvement was limited and not a full-scale invasion as we feared. It appears instead that the groups were remnants of the Legion scavenging group sent into Texas over a decade ago, who remained behind to attempt to take over and woo Caesar's favor. Certainly, if they had succeeded, it would have been a masterstroke, granting the Legion a deep base in Texas. However, they fortunately failed decisively at that. Much is left to do, however, we've had much extensive diplomatic and economic concessions to win against the warband, and will need time to recover. Moreover, we have our plans to develop the Texan economic Newman to deal with. Exciting times lay ahead. Forward we go, stronger than before, as revolts in the west, east in flames, and 10% stability. So now we have rekindle the economic union, or we can do demobilize the lawmen. So that's what we'll actually do. Oh, we don't meet the requirement. We have to rekindle the economic union. All right. So that's a 60-day focus, and we do have the East in Flames and the revolts in the West. So we get -4 weekly manpower and -10% stability for revolts in the West, and then East in Flames we get -5% resource gain, 5% consumer factory goods, and -5% military factory construction speed. So we are still restoring the Air Force Base. And we still are part of the Texan Economic Union. We just had to ask for help, which we never really got. But we have to like kind of pay back the Brotherhood. This should be the end of the Carthaginians once they take Jasper there. Looks like the Gator Maws have sent them some troops. Yeah, the Gator Maws and the Desperados did send some troops to the Carthaginians. These are gangs, by the way. So you have the Gator Maws as a gang, Desperados as a gang, the Carthaginians were a gang. I don't think the Bayou Motors is. You can see where they're starting to add more. They haven't added the factions, but they've added the. Pause that real quick. They've added some of the new towns and stuff coming in. They do say, well, especially down here. They're hoping to have the entire map done at some point. I mean, as you can see, it's about halfway. So they're doing really good. This is a really good, really fleshed out mod. I mean, it's absolutely an amazing mod to play. So if you ever get the chance to, I 100% recommend, if you're a fan of Hoi 4 and a fan of Fallout, that this is the mod for you. Basic well pumps. And then we will get basic generators to get all of that done. We've got a year. We'll just do this a little bit early. Seed selection gives us more manpower, more monthly population. Check and make sure that the trade node has not upgraded. It has. We can begin a new route to excellent. Let's do to the Twin Mothers. Right. Keep going. We get a 100% research bonus for Land Doctrine, and the Texan Brotherhood also gets one. So they've done establishing listening posts, rumble with the rollerblades, the Carthaginian questions, and then they'll do Desperados no more of Gators and Maws, and then they can consolidate the Brotherhood. So low manpower, which is fine. One days left on that Air Force base. And I think once we finish this, we will be done with today's episode. They could not take Jasper yet. They're holding on for dear life. Max and Expedition to Quidwar and Scorpion's Bite. This is good for the Texas Brotherhood, though, because they can weaken themselves down, and then the Texans can move right in. Oh, well, Deathclaws ate some of our team. Maybe we should have gave them guns instead, so we lose some manpower, some infantry equipment, and some of our vehicles. And sometimes you get that. I mean, sometimes Deathclaws are hungry, and they might, eat your scavenging teams. We are almost out of manpower. We can do military signing bonuses, which gives us weekly manpower, but we won't. Alright, we have rekindled the Economic Brotherhood, and with that, we will end today's episode. So, I hope you all have enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.